7 of the Ghouls, folks. We're here. We're living lucky number 7, folks.
Lucky number 7.
Unlucky to be in Norristown because last week, did we were able to talk about it last week, the hobo, right?
Yeah.
Well, the update, we'll start off with Hobo Check. That's as we start every episode for the time being until he either dies or finds a new place, hopefully dies. We haven't seen him. I've been going out and checking hourly at night after like 10 until I go to sleep, which sometimes, is almost 10:45. I go out and check every hour, and I look up front, I look out back, and I say, "Where is he? Where that boy at?" I'm like a junkyard dog in there trying to get that homeless person out of here. I'm trying to protect my life and my safety.
We got to have a junkyard dog here. We got to have someone to protect us from him if he comes back.
Oh, yeah. Junkyard Doug, the wrestler, died on the way home from his daughter's high school graduation.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if she became an open micer? That'd be brutal. So my father actually died on the way home from my high school graduation? Remedial English?
You check hourly at night? For
Not hourly, but I go out once around 10. I go out once around midnight.
What time did you go to bed yesterday?
1.
Oh, my God. You're crazy.
Well, I slept till noon because I was so tired.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I have a job that messes up my sleep schedule. So, and the comedy really does it too. If you're out, if you have to be up at 7 or 8 and you're out till 1 or 2 at these comedy things on a Tuesday or Wednesday, I mean, I tells you, fool, I'm getting too old for that, brother.
I'll wake up to piss at like 2 or 3, and you'll be 2 o'clock, and you'll be up. I'm like, how the fuck is?
Oh yeah. Last night I remember you came out, and I was playing the piano, so I was up way past 1. Yeah, and I was really going in last night.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck? It's perfect because I have my air conditioner I put on all the.
So you can't hear it at all?
No,
perfect.
With the air conditioner, I can't hear you at all.
I always feel so guilty.
No, if I could hear you, I probably wouldn't say anything, but I'd hold it in. I'm a hold it in hate kind of guy.
Don't do that to me. Just tell me.
I know, but I know for you I can be honest, but yeah.
No, you won't. You'll hold it in, you son of a bitch.
I hold it in, but my sister would play videos on the TV.
All right. Well, there's a difference between your sister and the maestro here.
Folks, we're talking about the piano maestro. Folks.
I just watched that Seinfeld with the maestro.
Yeah.
He's been on. I love that guy. He's a motherfucker.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I was going in. I was and you know what it is? You start putting back some Millers, and then you're bobbing your head around, and then if the Delta 8s come out.
I'm surprised you don't do more liquor. You just stick with beer. I'm surprised you.
Well, liquor, if I start going down that's the end.
How is that the end?
Well, I mean, liquor, if I'm drinking a lot of liquor, I mean, that's where it's just worse than beer somehow. You feel worse.
It is. Want
to go to the liquor store after
I went to I went to that convenience store across the street today.
Ugh.
Just play the
You play those games?
No, I play Mega Millions and I play the Powerball.
I thought you were going to say you play those
and I play the Cash for Life.
I play the horse racing animated game.
There was a Mexican guy, a Mexican construction worker, a white maintenance worker, and a black woman, all next to each other playing slots.
Yeah,
because that's the one thing that defeats racism is
gambling.
Pathetic loser gambling.
Yeah, if you could probably have a Nazi and a Jew if they were betting on the same rooster in a cockfight would be hugging each other.
Yeah,
if they won.
Yeah. So we were like the Mexican guy gets up and goes, "Hey, you'll charge more money for the machine than last week. How come?" And the Indian guy's like, "Because that's what had happened with the machine company told us to put the money, make it higher, and we had to follow the
machine company is his brother who made it in his garage."
Yeah, well, no, it's actually a PA lottery machine.
Oh, the state.
Yeah, well, I guess so. I was eavesdropping.
Maybe Josh Shapiro, he took a break from hating Christ to go and to go. Did I also deny him? I deny Christ.
The Mexican guy goes, "What? I mean, you should change that price back because I mean, a lot of people aren't going to play the machine if you're going to charge more." And it's like.
Yeah, lecturing Indian business owners on their model is really what that's what they love.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to Harrisburg then? Because they're the ones who said it. I mean, and they would call you when you were trying to save your restaurant that you had in 2020 that was forcibly shut down. They'd call you a domestic terrorist for going to protest.
And so, the one white guy gets up and goes, "Man, all these dumb motherfuckers that have these machines in their store, they keep charging more. No one's gonna want to play up there. They keep fucking charging more. They're all fucking stupid." They're like, "Yeah." It's like. you guys are all fucking losers.
Yeah,
You know?
then they
You
went right
guys-
back to playing.
Right back to playing, and it's like, what really pissed me off is that those three people kind of like look down on the Indian guy who owns the convenience store.
Well, come on.
Well, no, he owns a business.
You're right. Yeah.
He owns a
But
business
is he
that,
gambling during the day?
that they're gambling at.
Yeah.
And
But that's what I'm saying. Sarcastically, to these people, it's like, this guy's such a square. He's here working his shop. Doesn't he understand that I need to score?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever got rich from one of those machines?
No, I don't think they have. I know that on the sign in there, somebody won the match 5 Powerball, so they won 60,000
God.
in 2016.
Well, it was a better time. The
It
Penguins
was.
won the Stanley Cup in 2016, and
But-
now they blow.
Like the black woman was complaining. She goes, "Man,
Shocking.
I have
Shocking.
Yeah,
The black woman is complaining. The dwarf was short.
the athlete was athletic.
Yeah.
We had. She goes,
Ooh,
"Man,
she has a function, people, and it's the complaint.
She was like, I had $40 in here. Now I'm down to a fucking quarter, and it's like, yeah, you
But you was gonna win a bag, mama.
you such an idiot. It's like, what do you do? Why would you? You realize this is the lowest form of gambling there is.
It's the equivalent of drinking Bud Ice Tall Boys.
Yeah, it's just like that. I mean, I spent $6 to play the Powerball, to play the Mega Millions, play the Cash for Life.
Right. But you came right back here. I think they're in it for like these people have nothing to do.
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about it like
They
that.
don't. I mean, God, if they had families, they wouldn't be doing that. Or if their families loved them, I'll
Like,
tell you that.
The only places you'll see a Mexican, a white guy, and a black woman hanging out is not only on a college brochure, but in the PA lottery gambling convenience stores
and in a bar in Jokes from Old Men.
Yeah, they're all playing. They're all playing the Buffalo Match 6 and the Come and Go. So
well, what happened if you want to mimic America? Make it a sort of black woman, and then you could say they walked into a bar, and then the Mexican guy moved into the white guy's house while the semi-black woman turned around and didn't look at it.
Yeah.
That's the Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But,
Kamala Harris, folks.
We got to start every time we mention Vice President Harris. We need to bring up Kamala the wrestler.
I mean, he was more black than she was.
He's more black than anyone who's ever lived, dude.
I think
He would come out in a cheetah loincloth.
Yeah. You know, he actually has the most expensive figure. That's the most rare figure is a Kamala figure that is not corrupt, and that is also
was it the Legends one in the black boxes?
No, there's one that was printed that it had a star on its stomach rather than a moon.
Oh,
yeah.
So that meant that he would eat the brains before the intestines.
Exactly.
That was his gimmick, that he was like a cannibal.
The bone would go through the left nostril, not the right.
You remember when Vince McMahon said to Roman Reigns in 2015, "You're only a couple generations away from a bone in your nose."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Vince, you're a stupid Mick.
Yeah.
It's in your name.
I like Vince, but
adore him.
He's just sometimes he could be such a gay guy.
Yeah. In hindsight, though, I hope he keeps his tentacles in wrestling now. I want him to put Austin Theory over everybody. I want him to put fucking Lesnar.
He's just...
I love messing things up.
He was always saying, he talked about he had his first homosexual experience of
all right, well, he's dead to me.
Did you ever hear that?
No, and I don't want him.
I'll continue.
Vince McMahon is a guy I've always worshipped.
Really?
Yeah. Come on now. No chance. That's what you got.
That's what you got. Yeah.
Don't ban it. Something in the Shane too strong. Is that what he says? There's politicians and it don't support on puppets.
Boom.
You can't find a Black Life Matters.
Oh, that was horrible.
What?
That was so bad.
What?
That didn't even go with the song.
I know. That's why I said it.
Oh my god.
I like to just put it in. You can't find a Black. I should have said that matters. No, but Luke matters. We love him.
Yes.
I matter as well. Our truth matters. The Junkyard Dog. Hey. We're gonna go. That's a great lead in for our favorite opening segment or opening third of the podcast segment. Patreon check. How many people have signed up in the last week for our Sick Ghouls Patreon?
I think I know the answer, but I'm not queuing it up. I didn't queue it up. I should have queued it up.
Surely we've got to be in the dozens.
If we were in the dozens, I'd be throwing a party. We could pay our electric bill with that.
for
Zero.
now? Oh, zero.
Zero.
All right. Well, that's not bad.
All the guys that say they love the podcast so much, how about you fucking pay for it?
I
How
would.
about you
I'd never pay for a podcast. Never.
It's $5.
I listen to like a lot of these sports podcasts. I listen to Ryan Russillo 3 times a week when he puts them out. If he was drowning in front of me, I wouldn't throw him $1 if he could snorkel with it.
I can't stand. I know you like Simmons and Russillo.
And Coward.
He's wearing thin.
Love Colin. I love Colin.
Colin
was right.
Where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong.
Well, I abandoned Russell Wilson for my guy Sean Payton, and I'll tell you.
He's been
now
so
they both suck.
He's been so annoying. Today on 2 weeks ago, he's comparing Brock Purdy to former 49ers quarterbacks.
All the greats, Tim Rattay.
No, he's comparing him to Joe Montana.
Oh, yeah, they're the same. Brock Purdy, Joe Montana.
Brock Purdy, Joe
Steve
Montana.
Young.
So Colin goes, obviously Brock Purdy's not as good as Joe Montana, but he's not bad. He more completion percentages under
get
attempts.
out of here.
And
he's barely as good as Alex Smith.
And then most recently, I guess Purdy, he threw 3 touchdowns, 5 picks. I think he threw that, and he threw a pick in the end zone. And Colin Cowherd goes, I mean, come on, Joe Montana doesn't throw a pick in the end zone. It's like, okay, well, no one compared him to Joe Montana except for you 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's what I can't stand about broadcasters is that they always.
Yeah, I agree.
They create the narrative. They create the affirmative opinion, they create the negative opinion, and then it's like they are the ones that are always right.
Yeah,
they can never be wrong.
And then they bomb Gaza,
and they bomb Gaza, and it just drives me insane.
Yeah, me too. I mean, listen, Colin, he's one of those guys that it's like in the mid 2010s. I think that's when he was really getting his national peak when he switched to the Fox show. He always had to be like. He would act.
He's
like
the
he
most entertaining cat. I think he's
for sure.
He's hilarious. He's very funny.
McIntyre not being on there. I think his best partner was still Christine Leahy.
Yeah, I think Joy
gorgeous woman.
Joy wasn't that bad either.
No, she's not bad.
Horrible opinions, but she looked great.
Horrible opinions, but she had a set of jugs on her,
and she could talk. She's a great talker.
Oh yeah, she's a woman. Women can talk.
And
that's all they do.
It was Christine Leahy. Which one was that?
The blonde one who left to have that her own show where she would like go to like black athletes' houses, and it's like. No wonder that got canceled. It's because the Fox viewing audience doesn't want to see Warren Sapp fucking our white women.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
They don't want to see little Otis and Luke babies being made.
But they'll hire them to be co-hosts for sure.
Well, yeah, because you need something to look at.
Exactly.
And no, Joy Taylor got there on her own. We've talked about her on the show before about how she was Jason Taylor.
Oh, we did.
But I'll shit all over her anytime. I don't care.
But no, she's very good looking. Joy Taylor. Very good looking.
Oh yeah.
But like, I just can't stand like. Dan Orlovsky, I can't stand. I used to.
No, he blew in the NFL.
I used to have to like Orlovsky because he was the only sports guy that defended Wentz, but Dan Orlovsky's horrible. He said Zach Wilson had a 240 passing with 1 touchdown.
He's not very good.
And Orlovsky goes, "Listen, this is an unpopular opinion, but it's the hard truth. Zach Wilson played a great game of football."
It was the worst game.
It was the worst passing game in the history of the NFL.
I see. That's why I think Wentz is done. If he doesn't get signed this year, it's never happened.
I don't think it is. I mean, maybe next year.
Minnesota should, unless they're going to trade Matt Ryan. I think is done.
Phillip Rivers is done too.
Every year now we have to hear Phil Rivers he caught a call, or the one year Ben Roethlisberger called about last year the 49ers. And
he was horrible his last 2 years.
Brock Purdy last year was way better than Ben was in his last year. Ben was a disgrace.
Yeah, he was
and
horrible.
a rapist. God bless him, but he's a rapist.
And he was the reason. Wentz was the reason he made the playoffs last year. 2 years ago.
Allegedly. I don't want to get sued by Ben because Ben's sincere. Ben Roethlisberger, he was at a men's conference a few years ago, and I'd always it was like a religious themed thing. Quarterback of the Steelers for a long time, 15 plus years for those who don't know. He had a great quote when he was speaking to a group of men about religion. He goes, "Hey, listen, and I've been down before too. I was addicted to alcohol. I was addicted to pornography." And it's like, first of all, who says I was addicted to pornography to strangers? Second of all, Ben, maybe you should say you were addicted to following women into the bathroom even after they rejected you, because that's what you did. I wish he died in that motorcycle crash, to be honest with you.
14:30 at the censor.
What, you're taking that out? That
You're saying you can't say you hope people die in a podcast.
Oh, we
You
have
can't
to leave.
say
We
that.
have to leave. No, I don't say I hope he did. I'm saying that when he's in that motorcycle crash.
No, that's being left in. But I'm only censoring the part where you say you hope he dies.
No, I said he should have died in that motorcycle.
Okay, that's no different.
No, that's hope is for the future. Now we got to leave this in and see what the people say.
All right, fine. I'll leave it in for.
What's Ben gonna do? He's a rapist.
He is a rapist.
He should
but
go the way
still.
of the Kobe.
Okay, fine. All right. We'll leave it in.
There's
There's no difference between saying I hope he dies and he should die. That's
No, I said he should have died in the past. So there's nothing like I'm not saying he should die now. I'm saying in the moment because you think about it. If he died in that motorcycle accident, 2 girls wouldn't have been raped.
a good point.
Like-
I don't know. We gotta
No, because think about it. Ben Roethlisberger's mother was probably sitting there while he was in the intensive care, and she's like, "I know my Ben has to pull through. He's still got so much more to do in life." And the so much more was committing sexual crimes.
Yes.
So you think about it, like, if Ben's mother had to go sit to the mother of the woman that he followed into the bathroom and presumably raped, then it's like, your Ben really did have a lot left to do, ruining my daughter's life.
Yeah.
This is pro-woman.
I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so? He's a rapist. I don't care about him.
All right.
But you know who I really like? Kevin Spacey. I was watching.
What a guy. He was.
I love American Beauty. You ever watch that?
That's a good movie.
Oh my God! When he's gonna do the teenager and you're
Little
supposed
gay.
to be with him.
I know you're supposed to root for Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey having sex with a teenager.
And then his daughter in the movie is 16 and shows her breasts in the movie.
Ugh.
Great parenting there. Thora Birch is her name. A house that really led her to success. In that you've never seen her in anything again.
Yeah, you remember? And then I watched. What was that one with De Niro where he's not an Italian? He's actually what the hell was that movie called? Cape Fear.
Oh, I love Cape Fear.
The girl's in high school and he's trying to it's disgusting.
Hey, it's all right. They're Italian.
Yeah, I guess so. That is probably one of his better movies though. Cape Fear.
Cape Fear is great. He's been in a lot of shit lately. I want to see this new Scorsese one with him and Leo. There's no way that's not going to be great.
There's a new Scorsese movie coming out.
Leo and De Niro, yeah.
What's it about? Let me guess. Mafia.
I don't know. Who cares? It's always good storytelling.
Mafia. That's
Oh,
it.
I mean, The Irishman. I loved it. You didn't like it. I thought The Irishman was great.
No, if you shouldn't take you 3 hours to shoot a movie.
But that's the thing. You get a chance to sit with it. Like, you're not going to the theater. It was in some theaters, but it was mainly a Netflix thing.
I guess. Oh yeah, it was actually for 3 hours during COVID. I guess contextually, it's actually not bad. But I'm just so tired of these. You was Mr. I hate Italians.
Well, I hate
I hate Italians.
Every genre.
Oh, Scorsese, another 3-hour Dago movie. I could say it. I'm Italian. Sign me up.
Well, all right. What's this? 16 to 19. All right, we're gonna get rid of this. He said a day. It's got go Dago go.
I could say
Italian.
I'm Italian. I could say that.
I know. I can tell by your complexion. But no, it's a good. What was I talking about? It's a good movie. It is. It's like you
It's
can
okay.
in the genre like. I don't listen to rap, but you could appreciate the people at the top of the genre. In theory, you could. I mean, there's Paul Wall. There's
Paul Wall's good.
No, but it's like I'm trying to think of what I don't like. I don't know anything about figure skating, but Apollo Antonono, I can be like, all right.
How do I know that somehow?
He's a figure skater. He's an Asian.
Okay.
And he crazy rich.
Was he on the Nickelodeon Kids? I think I remember some.
Oh yeah.
He was on there. Yeah.
Do you remember when Jack Black hosted the second time and he sang AC/DC's Back in Black and he would go, Black is back or something, or Jack is back, and it's like Black is back. Where are they playing that in the prisons during the Clinton administration? No, I mean, listen, they all the presidents in our lifetime don't care about black people. But anyway, let's go.
Trump did.
Oh yeah, well Trump did more. He's a friend of the blacks. He said that.
He gave money to the HBCUs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that where White Lotus is?
No,
streaming.
It's historical.
I know. You got to Howard University.
You
You know how there are all those black guys named Howard? All right.
I was talking to my friend during the election, and he's a Christian, but he votes Democrat. And I said, "How could you vote Democrat when you're Christian? Like you should be against abortion."
Yeah, you're finally on your own.
What's that?
You're finally on your own.
What do you mean?
Christian, at last
true.
you're. It's a wrestling reference that maybe 5 people
But
listening to this will get.
Like you're believing God, and you want you're anti-abortion, and you want you're for you.
Yeah, he wants to get laid. That's why he votes. It's the only reason.
But I was like,
anybody
why would you vote for Democrat? And he goes, well, you shouldn't vote based on your religion. It's like,
Then why do you have the religion?
Why do you have the religion then, you idiot? Why would you do? No, not.
Well,
he's
you
a nice
shouldn't.
guy.
You shouldn't skip eating meat on Fridays because of your religion.
I do that though.
What? You don't eat meat on Fridays in Lent?
Oh, I skip eating meat on Fridays. I do eat meat on
yeah.
Fridays.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know how. Like,
if I were a Muslim, the first thing I'd do is eat all the restricted food. I'd be drinking. Or wait, no, who is it? He can't drink. Hindus.
I don't think Hindus
sounds like a cocktail.
I don't think Muslims or Hindus can drink.
Well, if I became one of them, I would start sucking down liquor.
I'm sure you would.
Just to spite them. If I were a Jew, I'd buy a whole pig and eat it.
And I would give my money away.
Yeah, like the pretty patties.
Like pretty patties.
That was a Jew. No. What if Jews made pretty patties on site? Let's do Jewish SpongeBob. Jewish SpongeBob.
Oh, God.
I'm
not ready. Please, could you stop with the loud clanging, please?
Oh, SpongeBob, when we going jellyfishing?
Do we have to go? It's so humid outside. Do we have to go jellyfishing?
I love karate. I love karate. I love money. Me too. I love bombing Gaza. I love shooting hospitals. Mr. Krabs, there's just baby clams in there. Arr, doesn't matter, boyo. Here comes the American aid money. Yarr.
Squid wine. Could you please turn down that clarinet? It's hurting my ears.
All right, Krabs. I know you took the money for the disabled veterans in our hometown and sent it to Ukraine and Israel so Netanyahu can get a 6 palm tree waiver at him.
SpongeBob, the BlackRock investment company wants to buy my rock for $1 million so they can use it for apartment buildings. You should sell it to him, Patrick.
Auschwitz had chambers of steel. Snelly is a purebred Jew. In you go. No, we love them, folks.
Who would be the Palestinians in SpongeBob? The nematodes?
Oh, my God. Nematodes are people, too. Well, that wouldn't fly.
Not there.
And I feel like the nematodes are actually homophobic, so that could be good for them. They could be.
They could be.
I don't care what happens there. I don't care what happens to either of them. I don't care if they come over here and kill me.
No, I don't care either.
Like, what of it? There's already a bum living here. Maybe they could come kill at least if they bombed our home, then the bum would die.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And I mean, we're screwed, but at least the homeless guy is.
It'd be worth it to die together, all three.
And he wouldn't care. Is the burger rental communities?
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't give a shit,
and not the hot dogs either. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't. No, they were very like, and I do want. This is what they said, and we talked about it last week, but it's still a great line, and I do understand that you should be able to, go in and out of your apartment without worrying about who could be there with a weapon or who's on drugs. It's like, well, I'm glad we see things the same way. Yeah.
So how about the locks on the doors? We still haven't heard anything.
We gotta ask the higher ups. It's like, you're 6'3". Come on now, what are we doing? That's what I said to this hypothetical person. Higher ups, we love them, folks, but no, I'm at the point where, like, anybody who breaks in here, and again, it's not in our apartment, it's just in the building. If somebody were to come in here right now, unless they had a gun, I would say they should be more worried than us, because I would just go ape shit. If somebody comes into your home, you can fucking do whatever.
The thing is, though, is it our home? Like, is that stairwell considered?
Yeah.
It has to be.
We have the legal right to
I
be
just
here.
don't
He
know.
doesn't.
I'm not saying because I'm not trying to defend him.
I meant like
if
he came in here or something, I would beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I kind of wish he'd come in here so I would reason. Like it's without a doubt.
It's like when you see a bug go under the couch, you want it to come out.
Get your homeless out here and leave, motherfucker.
That'd be awesome. We should bring Xander Hobson, friend of the show, great comedian. Xander Hobson.
Oh, he did great at that show. I saw him at.
We got to do our comedy week in review. Luke did a couple shows last weekend.
Yeah, I did. I saw Michael Mack at
Just a Comedy
show at Miss Silly's Blues
in New Jersey. That's a great room.
Yeah, it was the
BYOB is
the show
what I like.
sucked.
Oh.
Mac did good though. Mac did good.
Oh, he's queer, but I love him. We're on that show November 10th.
Oh yeah, next
Miss
Friday.
Seeley's Blues.
Next
yeah,
Friday.
we're gonna be there, and Joe G as well.
Oh God, I'm on the New York show the day after. I think the Sunday after that Friday show.
Oh, so Saturday will be miserable.
God damn it.
You're doing it. So talk about that. You did that show. Then you went Saturday. You were on the Fenris Comedy Jam in Wilmington.
Yeah.
With Xander Hobson, Tay,
Tiny.
This sounds like the elves in Santa's
Tay,
workshop.
Tiny, Teeny, Tootie.
Yeah. Tiny's
Bob
Tiny.
C.
Bob C. Bob C. Give it up for him. A Don Henley lookalike, folks.
Yeah, I did that. That was
So
fun.
it was an all-black show except for this middle-aged guy named Bob C.
Yeah.
Who's as white as a saltine.
That's Casper.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny because of the contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the guy wanted me to do. Fenris wanted me to do the fucking my set in black voice.
Yeah, he wanted you to get up there and shuck and jive for him.
And I was like, I just didn't want to do it.
You should tell him to go up and do it as an alcoholic.
I just didn't want to do it because I didn't think it was like
Yeah, because you're more than a race.
that, and also it'd be offensive to go up there in front of black people. Like, yo, what's cracking with it? What's up? How y'all doing?
Not
Y'all
for
doing
you.
good?
You're black.
I know, but I don't talk like that. So it's just like
Right, but you might as well in his eyes.
I feel like it's teasing.
I mean,
It is because it is teasing.
isn't it more so teasing to ask you to do it?
Yeah, it is, and that's more. It's like, oh, if it's an all Asian show, I had all come with the fan. You want a sicko joke today? That'd be like, oh, should I do that in front of an all Asian crowd? No, I
would.
shouldn't do
I've
that.
done that.
I've done that in front. I've done that. You've done that, yes.
Yeah, I've done that in Chinese restaurants.
Have you really?
No.
No,
But
no,
one,
you
yeah, I
haven't.
did actually. Once somebody came up to me at a Chinese buffet. All they did was bring us water, and before we could leave the tip, they said, "No tip." And I said,
Where was this at?
in Wilkes-Barre, and I said,
Was it a buffet?
yeah.
That's insane because I used to happen to me all the time at a buffet here.
They'd say, we got to go to that. Is it the Plymouth Meeting?
No,
one?
it
That's
closed after
yeah.
it closed during COVID. It was on near Plymouth Meeting Mall. Yeah,
We got to go to another Chinese buffet.
they're great, but yeah, they would always go. They would just give you water, and then you get everything else, and they go, "No tip, no
And it's
tip."
like I was gonna tip, but not now. I said
Yeah.
to them, "Well, not anymore."
Yeah.
and then she said, "Oh, sake." No, we love Asians. I think they're great. I'm a partial Asian. Syria is Asia, so I can say whatever I want.
It is.
Yeah, by the rules of today's whack society. And I've been mistaken for Mexican, so
I'm so sorry.
yeah. Well, I'm actually a descendant of that guy who was at the lotto machine.
Yeah.
But what else? Yeah, I guess there's nothing else in comedy. I didn't really do anything. Just the best sports time of the year. Too much to watch. World Series football.
I'm so tired.
hockey.
No, football. I'm so tired of.
It's on too many nights.
It's too much. There's too much football going on. Every game should be on Sundays, in my opinion.
No, you need Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
No,
is-
you don't. You
Yeah,
can
that's-
have it all on one night.
No,
I'm so
that used to be
fucking tired of
huge.
football. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of these.
Oh, then don't watch
broadcasters.
it. I watch it every. Like, what else? It's the only way to take your mind off the futility of life. Let me play a song on the world's smallest violin.
I just can't take it with these like every Chiefs game. Oh, Taylor Swift, is she here or is she not here? I don't know. Oh, and then like
Dumb bitch gets attention. Who would have thought?
The sportscasters. You know, I think Chris Maloney's actually a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He can actually, you know, people don't think he's that good, but he can throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
So can every fucking quarterback.
Collinsworth to Mike Tirica. Yeah, Mike. I just think Taylor Swift is a piece of ass. I'd like to take a bite out of her neck, Marv Albert style. He got in trouble for that. He had to pay a civil suit once because he bit a girl's neck so hard.
Yeah, he told me that.
Marv Albert, voice of the NBA for decades.
Yep.
Bit a girl, and he also would apparently put on women's underwear and dance around, so he'll probably be elected president.
Yeah. I'm excited for the NBA season. I want to see that.
I'm stoked.
But the playoffs, I don't really give a shit about the regular season.
I like regular season, but it is meaningless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
The black guy at my work had a great line. He goes, "Man, people were trying to say they're excited for basketball season." I'm like, "Man, they ain't gonna show up until the postseason. I ain't gonna watch till the postseason. That's when they get ready."
Yeah, and it doesn't even start really till Christmas. The players don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just going through the motions.
They're stat padding because they're trying to get the awards. Like they want to get, I averaged 30 points a game.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, Gordon Hayward. No, he'll never. Do you remember when he broke his leg? Gordon Hayward, one of the whitest players in the NBA, like aggressively white, but not aggressive.
When he played on the Celtics?
Yeah, his first game with the Celtics, he twisted his ankle around. 5 years ago, I still remember how gruesome this was. I was thinking, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. I remember Kevin Ware breaking his leg on the March Madness.
Kevin who?
Kevin Ware.
Oh, yeah.
That was big. I hate
Kevin Ware? Oh, he's over there in a pile on the floor. Luke, I'm sorry. I have to urinate horribly. Horribly.
All right, you're back.
I took a quick urination break. Quick urinate. We should have no buffer either. We should just go. We'll go to. All right, who cares? We're back at it. Lukey's wearing his blue Colts shirt, and I think it's fascinating as we talk about football. Luke has been trying to find a team. He's like Taylor trying to find a man, rather. Or maybe
I was. So 2019. I started my first season actually watching football. I watched in 2017, which was a great season. Looking at all the players and all the games. My roommates were Eagles fans. My friends at college were Eagles fans, so I was an Eagles fan. 2018 Eagles fan, 19 Eagles fan, 20 Eagles fan. And then I was like, I thought it was stupid when the Eagles released Wentz. I thought it was even dumber, honestly, than when they got rid of Doug Peterson. That made no sense to me. So
I don't think him and Howie got along.
I wonder why. Peterson and Roseman. I wonder. But so Brett Favre's best friend, Doug Peterson.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Doug Peterson read the right book. Okay, when it comes to religion, that's a Dan line. He says, "My friend Dan, our friend Dan, was talking to his girlfriend recently. He told me this story, so I feel comfortable repeating it. He said." He was talking about how Catholics were correct, and his girlfriend said, "What's the difference between like a Baptist and a Catholic? How can you say that one's right?" And he goes, "Well, the difference is that one read the right book and one read the wrong book."
That's a good line.
I know.
So I was like, all right, I'll cheer for Wentz with the Colts.
Oh yeah,
He should have stayed with the Colts, in my opinion.
they didn't want him, folks.
9-8. They've had such great seasons after Wentz.
Yeah, the corpse of Matt Ryan, rookie that's hurt now, and then Gardner Minshew, who might be the best of them all.
Sam Ellinger.
Oh, a pig.
Yeah. So then Wentz went to the Commanders. I cheer for the Commanders. There was a brief period where I was trying to be an Eagles fan in 2022.
I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, when you were on the team.
When I was working for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Should I get into this?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
All right, get into it then. Why'd you ask?
I think we should get into it because, I mean...
Oh, yeah, we can get into it. I just didn't think you'd want... you said it like you were angry and you didn't want to talk about it.
Well, it's...
So Luke used to work for the Eagles, and he made the incredible wage of...
$15 an hour.
Amen. $15 an hour, and you'd work good hours at least, right?
Well, okay. So I got...
No, you'd have to go in on the game days at like 9 a.m.
Well, yeah, I would go into the... I'd be at the facility by 3 to get to the stadium by 5 or 6, and I'd get home at like 1.
So explain to the people what you did.
So I joined this the Eagles diversity.
Yeah, they've got that with white cornerbacks.
It was they have Reed Blankenship, brother.
Oh man, yeah, and they've got they've got catfish on the table.
It was like a Zoom like diversity information sessions. I was doing this while I was at MLB Network. So, I was hoping the Eagles would hire me so I can just get out of MLB Network.
You were driving from Norristown to Secaucus, hour and a half.
Hour 45, couldn't find a place.
45, wow.
Couldn't find a place.
Oh,
so I was like, okay. So I hear that they're hiring for a digital production assistant there. And I think the salary was like $17 or $16 an hour, but your hours were Tuesday through Friday.
Yo, that ain't bad.
That's great. So I was like, all right, I'll try and see if I can get that. I didn't get that, but I got a message from the guy, Pat. Great, if you're listening, great boss, Pat. We love Pat, folks.
Pat him on the back.
So, I was like, oh, okay, I could be a video assistant, which means I had to set up the cameras and everything. You ever see the winches?
The winches?
You got to like wind up.
Oh yeah.
That's like 80 feet in the air.
I like that.
I worked those. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I made $15 an hour.
In Philadelphia, that's a livable wage.
The minimum. The minimum livable wage. The minimum livable wage.
They really take care of the diversity people they bring in. We're gonna pay illegally the least we can.
Yes. But
scum.
Yeah, it was just
scum.
It was cool. If I got that job right out of college or in college.
In college, yeah.
They don't pay the college interns though.
Of course not.
No.
It's just something you do. You got to suck. It's got to suck for. You got to have parents you can sponge off of to do that.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
So yeah, I met all the players and stuff like that. It was really cool. The best part was you get all the Nike dry fits.
Oh, we love the dry fits and the Pegasus.
And the Pegasus.
Nike Pegasus, folks.
Oh, they're the best shoes.
They're great shoes. They're comfortable.
And I would on game days I would have to set up all the camera stuff, and then I would communicate with the scoreboard operator about what down of the ball it is, and that's a lot of fucking pressure.
It's third down. Yeah.
3rd and 5, 2nd and 17. Like all that shit. But that was like very stressful because
I believe it.
I never did anything to that magnitude before.
No, brother. This is the NFL. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. So
tell them about your Kirk Cousins moment.
This is right after this.
All right.
So before the my first game I worked the New York Jets Eagles preseason game where Zach Wilson gets hurt. Before that, I was like you could attest. You knew I was really depressed.
Oh yeah, he was miserable.
I was miserable.
I loved it. No, I hated it.
My best friend. And we were
comedy.
And comedy. And I was literally I was sitting in the stands like an hour or two before the preseason game, and everyone's like, "There's not even fans in the stands," and I'm just bawling my eyes out because I was like crying.
Why?
Because I was depressed. I was depressed.
I've been there.
Not everybody can just go on and be like, "Oh, life's meaningless" for 15 times a day. Someone was holding it in.
Who says that? Dunbar?
You.
Oh, yeah.
And I was crying, and they were doing. But as I was crying, they were doing like sound tests on the radio. So I'm sitting there crying. They're playing like "Open Up Gangnam Style," and I'm bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't. No, it was actually not. It wasn't hard at all. Very easy.
Folks, I was underpaid. And yes, it was one of the low payments.
So I was like, Eagles were up like 24-0. This is the start of them being the.
You got to see Mike White, backup quarterback for the Dolphins now, but the Jets at the time. Mike White.
Yes.
Shout out to the Brioche Bun, Clayton Townley, Michael Steve. He's a big fan of. Friend of the show and a fan of Mike White, a quarterback.
So of course the Eagles win because they win every fucking game they play because they're the luckiest team in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, look who owns them.
Of course.
Look who runs them.
And I was
Lurie's a Jew.
A great GM and a great owner. And
they're real mensches.
Nice guys. They're really nice guys.
Oh,
though.
yeah. So's
well, they are nice guys.
So's Netanyahu. So's MJF.
Netanyahu's not a good person, but Roseman and
yeah, I'm sure behind the scenes.
What the hell's the owner's name?
Lukey.
What's
15.
the owner's name? Lurie.
Jeffrey Lurie, yeah.
Roseman and Lurie.
Yeah, I'm sure that you see the best of them. They walk in and they say, hey, Lukey, 15, an hour. That's all you're getting.
I told you the time that I met Howie Roseman is the first person I met.
Yeah, he talked like a Michael Cera or something.
I went to go shake his hand. He didn't shake my hand.
Wait, all right, I'll be you, and you be Howie, and we'll recreate it because I don't remember how it goes.
Okay.
All right, I'll be Luke. Yo, tell me that ain't motherfucking Howie Roseman coming up here. Tell me that ain't. Yo, I know I'm supposed to be in by 3, and it's 7:45. But I was just doing some sick good shit. So how you be, Howie?
It's Howie.
How you be, Mr. Roseman?
You're out of here. You're fired. Right, bye.
He talks like Alan.
Yeah,
our friend Alan.
He's very. It's fun. He's funny.
Yeah,
like
he's really funny when he sends a tornado through Kansas.
Okay. Hold up a second.
He controls the
weather. I
want
to clip this, okay? But I want to. I was talking to him. We were walking through. I told you I saw Daryl Morey and his ugly wife.
Oh yeah, and his gut.
His disgusting wife. I saw
James
Jay
Harden
Glazer.
in a wig. Oh,
Jay Glazer.
The bald guy?
Yeah, saw him.
He looks like a ham.
He does.
He looks like a
nice guy.
Like a sausage.
If Cowherd was there, I would have stayed. If Cowherd was there,
God.
I would have stayed.
Cowherd, he'd probably be there drinking a mojito.
Yeah, he would. So I saw Mr. Howie Roseman walking down, and I was trying to be respectful. I go, Mr. Roseman, good to see you. And he goes, it's Howie. It's Howie. Miss Jeffrey Lurie, nice guy.
Wait. What's happening? The hurricane's coming?
Through?
It's Howie.
Hurricane Howie.
Let's take a quick moment. Give it up for Hurricane Otis. Devastating.
Oh, yes. How could I forget a Hurricane Otis?
Let's go back to the Eagles. We could circle back. I just want to say what we thought of it.
Is there any other special? Oh, this is a great one.
Tell them how you quit. How you
No,
left.
I got to tell you the COVID story.
All right.
I remember
It was made in a lab.
It was made in a lab.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there at the getting a snack at the cafeteria.
Fauci is Satan.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was talking, and Jalen Hurts Great quarterback,
Oh,
Jalen
of
Hurts.
course you like
nice
Jalen
guy.
Hurts.
Do you not like him, Mister? I
I-
respected him when he went to Oklahoma State, but no.
Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. Boomer Sooner. JR.
Yeah. Sorry. But
Yeah, but no, I do like him. He's one of the making
he's the
light.
quarterback I would cheer for if he wasn't on the Eagles.
He's making light skins cool. We gotta root for him.
He's black. He's not light skinned.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Ask Sander Hobson if he's black, if he's light skinned.
He's not light skinned. He's full black.
He's mixed.
No, he's not.
He's got to be 75. He's not a black. This guy's not 100% cacao.
He's not. But both his parents are black.
All right. Well, how do you know she wasn't stepping out?
I don't know. I don't know that.
Maybe
but both his parents are black.
maybe she's a goddamn skank.
What do you mean?
His mother. No, but I didn't know that. Yeah, but he's still lighter than most. It's not like he's out there as
He's brown.
Yeah, right. But I'm not. He's not. It's not like he's a Ugandan.
Well, how many Ugandans do you see play quarterback in the NFL?
None, but they all play offensive line.
They do all play offensive line.
Yeah, here comes
Great block by Uku Waka Waka Huda Hu.
And then I think that's one of those several new elements they've added to the periodic.
There's the one
thing.
guy on the Chiefs D line who's went to Villanova.
Oh yeah, that big guy, the huge. I forget his name, but it's ridiculous.
He's like 95, I think.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I just forget his name, and I'm not going to try to say it. There's too many bad names in football to keep up with now.
Yeah.
Younghoe Koo.
Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua is there. Oh, we were doing this the other day. This is Puka Nakua is like a rookie sensation for the Los Angeles Rams. He came out of nowhere. I had no idea who he was, and he's kind of upstaging Cooper Kupp, who is one of the best receivers in the league. So this is Luke and I were doing this. This is a cast of Seinfeld. I'm gonna be George. You be Jerry. When George admits that his favorite receiver on the Rams is in fact not Cooper Kupp, it's Puka Nakua. All right,
George, you see that? You see the Rams game last night? What's going on?
Did I see it? I watched every minute, Jerry.
Every minute, but they're not throwing to Cooper. Where's Cooper? No Cooper.
Listen, Cooper is done. It's over for Cooper.
What are you talking about? What are you saying?
I'm getting sick of Cooper. I'm getting sick of Cooper Cup. I won't even drink from a cup anymore. I'm all glass.
How could you be sick of Cooper Cup? Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl.
I don't even think he's the best on the team, Jerry.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
There's another.
Another what?
It's like he's from Rocket Power or some show. Puka Nakua.
Oh, dear God.
What's wrong with that, Jerry? Puka Nakua.
He played 6 games. Cooper Cup, Super Bowl MVP.
Cooper Cup is done.
He's not
always
done.
hurt. Then Kramer walks in. Kramer, what's wrong with Puka Nakua? Gesundheit. That'd be the show. That'd be the show. And then Elaine would walk in. I'm a whore. I'm getting gangbanged. I'm a whore. I'm a whore. I have cancer. I'm a whore. Then Newman, well, I'm trans.
Whoa, Jerry. I'm trans.
I love when Kramer's looking out the window up and he goes, well, Newman, if you're going to jump, just do it already. I'm really going to do it. Well, go on. And he's not even black, and Kramer said that to him.
Yeah. Newman's probably my favorite character in the show. My pronouns came in the mail today, Jerry. I'm sure.
I've been thinking recently about, and not even for this show, but I've just been thinking about it in my head when I have alone time, what it would be like if Cleveland from Family Guy was on Seinfeld.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be
he'd
awesome.
Be perfect for it.
Jerry, I saw Crazy Joe DeVola downtown, and his face was sad and haggard.
That might be
You saw Crazy Joe DeVola? Well, what did you do to him? Man, you think just because I'm a black man, I have to go up and have confrontation? Dada!
Dada, get Crazy Joe DeVola out of here.
Rallo. Man, what the fuck is you talking about, Dad? You ain't my real father. It's like, no shit, you're black.
All right, Cleveland Jr. Yeah, Daddy. What you want?
Loretta's mother's in town, and I had to go to the store to pick up some kibbles and bits. Cleveland! I mean Cheez-Its.
That's a great impression.
Oh, God. Yeah. He's a hell of a character. Glad he was voiced by a white for so long, too.
Yeah, did they make him be voiced by a black man now?
Yeah. Then why don't you just have Stewie be voiced by a baby and have Brian be
Voiced
voiced
by a dog, yeah.
How about, has everyone who's ever played a crippled person in a movie actually been crippled? Cuba Gooding Jr. had that movie where he walked in, like, remember that he walked in the scuba outfit when he was crippled? And it's like, then how about we come and break his fucking legs?
Was that Radio?
No, that's not Radio.
I actually didn't know.
It's Men of Honor or something, I think it's
Okay.
called. He's in the Navy or something. I don't know. It's gay.
Sean Penn played a retarded character.
Oh, yeah? You
never watched that?
What one? What's it called?
Oh, I would find the trailer, but I don't feel like.
Yeah, I remember Sean Penn playing a retarded guy when he went and interviewed El Chapo for Rolling Stone in Mexico.
He's a weird guy.
But I do love the Mystic River movie. Mystic River's great.
I never watched it.
Oh, it's a Clint Eastwood. It's great. It's Lawrence Fishburne, Kevin Bacon, Sean Penn, Tim Robbins. Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's a fantastic cast.
Can't recommend it enough. Eastwood directed
What's it about? Chinese people?
No, it's about these three kids who are growing up together, and one of them gets abducted and raped. And folks, then one of them becomes a crime lord, one of them becomes a cop, and the guy who gets raped becomes an insane person. And there's a great scene later on where Kevin Bacon, and they all go their separate ways, obviously, but they were best friends as kids. And Sean Penn said, it could have been, or Bacon and Penn are talking. I forget
which one got raped.
Tim Robbins got raped.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why he went insane and had to go to Shawshank.
I was worried.
But,
I was worried to make Lawrence Fishburne the one that gets raped.
No, he was a cop.
He was the cop.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
wow.
a work of fiction. But like Kevin Bacon, I think it was, said it to Sean Penn. He's like, listen, it could have been any one of us who got taken that day, and then we'd be the crackpot, just like him. And it's like he's a crackpot. He was raped.
He was raped.
But
by Big Ben.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now, would you want that guy to live? If he was in a motorcycle crash, he should die.
Who?
The guy who raped the kid in the movie.
I don't know. What was his point? I need to find his point.
Do you want me to spoil the movie?
Yeah.
So Sean Penn's daughter gets murdered.
Okay.
And there's evidence making you think it's the guy who was raped.
Oh, wow.
So Sean Penn goes and kills the guy who was raped, and it wasn't him who did it. And then Kevin Bacon knows he's going to do that, and he's trying to talk him out of it, like not unofficial business. But then Kevin Bacon comes up to Sean Penn. He goes, "We found the guy who killed your daughter," and he goes, "It's too late." And they killed her. That's what Alan's going to do to me. But yeah, that's what happened.
Kill you or rape you?
Stop it! Come on now, he's going to murder me.
Okay.
All right. Don't murder me. All right. We're black. We matter, folks. All right. Yeah. What's wrong, buddy?
He's got a huge surge of stomach pain.
Indigestion.
Maybe.
What
I've
were
had
you-
it for 3 days. Maybe it's stomach cancer.
All my coworkers have been passing the same cold back and forth, so I understand. This is the worst time of year for sickness.
Yeah, you work with the in that.
I work in special education. Everybody's in very close
You
quarters
didn't have to say-
there.
I was going to make up something. I was going to say.
Oh, no. I mean, I can say it. I work in special education. Maybe we'll bleep that R word, but we'll bleep this
you sure you
sentence.
want to talk about this? We can,
No, I just want to say there's a lot of people in close quarters. So you're like people keep, even the coworkers you keep.
Yeah, when I used to work at the nursing home, they'd be like
Any kind of healthcare
yeah.
stuff or any kind of schooling. Listen, here's the thing. I don't care what kid it is. If he's under like 20, he's sticking his hands in his pants. He's sticking his hands in his armpits and touching stuff. That's just what teenagers do.
Yeah.
Some of them, like some teenagers, and I've heard that, I don't think this happens in Pennsylvania, but I think some teenagers in some parts of the world have their periods.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Ew. Gross. I don't know why it reminded me of something. But
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, man. Everybody had an uncle who said this. Listen, man.
Bray Wyatt.
Woman is the only creature, okay, that could bleed for 4 days and live.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times from absolute scumbags.
I've seen
growing up.
that come out of the mouth of the guy with a gray beard that's stained with nicotine.
Yeah, if they have brown teeth, you can bet they're going to critique your hygiene.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll cut that part about the job. But
Yeah, I'll do it.
But
what I was going to say is, I don't know why, what you just said that was censored reminded me of a thing that happened in my high school. I'm not going to mention names. I might have told you this before.
Marco.
There were 6 people that, I'm not going to mention names. 6 people were sleeping over at somebody's house.
The war hero?
None of them. You never met any of these guys.
Good.
I'm friends. I don't think I'm friends with any of these guys.
Big
to this
Steve?
day. No.
Right.
You haven't. I told you didn't meet any of these guys.
Little Stevie?
It was yeah. when one guy was sleeping, each of them.
So wait, when you said when one guy was sleeping, you meant a Mexican?
No, when one guy,
All right.
one guy was sleeping, 5 of them or 4 of them, I don't know how many, climaxed themselves into a water bottle, into their hands, put it in a water bottle, and they poured it on the guy's face.
That's sexual assault.
Yeah.
He was sexually
Yeah.
assaulted. R.A.P.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's sexual assault, and I feel very bad for that guy.
yeah, I think he had a
Folks,
he had a right to kill those guys, right?
he was sexually assaulted. Anything he did, it was like you're not in your right state. How can you be held accountable in the immediate aftermath of your gang rape? That's what that is.
Yeah.
And
That is insane.
I mean, men can't talk about that stuff, obviously, though. That's going to haunt that guy the rest of his life. He'll never be able to vent about it publicly.
No.
Or if he can, it's going to be the condescension, like, so brave. It's like
I could never
bisexual
talk to
women
the
now.
guys that did it. Like I couldn't.
No. Well, why do you think I make fun of Kobe?
Yeah, it's true.
You have rape on the mind today from Roethlisberger. That's why I wish Roethlisberger would have died, because then 2 girls wouldn't have been raped.
No, I mean, I just remember that. I'm thinking like, wow, like, what? I just don't know what makes you think to do that. Because I know
They were probably sexually assaulted.
not only is that sexual assault, that's also even worse, gay.
Yeah, well, I
Just kidding.
Their uncles took turns on them, I'll bet.
Maybe.
And I mean, that's in every family's right, but you can't do it to the point that they turn into serial,
No,
harmers.
Anything bad like that happened to you? Not to happen to you, but happened to people at your school?
Well, the Scranton Diocese had some of the highest numbers of Catholic school serial child rape. So
What was it? Yeah, that's it's not good.
no, it's tons of people went to jail, or not went to the ringleader of the group was too old to go to jail. The guy who oversaw everything, but
That's nice to know.
yeah,
The head guy of the pedophilia was too
Yeah.
old.
yeah, he was like in his 90s, so
He was too old for jail, but
Yeah.
those kids too young to get touched.
yeah.
But
Yeah, well, I mean, they said he was too old for jail. They had to elect him to the White House, but he's lost his marbles.
From Scranton, guy, pray for
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I lost my marbles in a child's ass. God, I would have loved to in Catholic school just become a devout Muslim.
I should have done that too. If I ever go to prison, I'm just gonna go turn Muslim.
If I ever go to prison, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna have a complete breakdown and then probably build myself back up as a healthy person.
That's the most positive thing you said. That's good. I'm happy you think that way.
Well, no, I mentioned that a meteor could come kill us earlier or something, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, that's more positive than that.
No. Why do you always have that thing though? How come you always see you've been on that kick sometimes?
Oh, I was talking to Dan recently, our great friend Dan. That's all we talk about.
Just
Well, it's funny. We're like like lame Philly comics with talking about their genitals.
I guess that is better than talking about.
Yeah, we just talk
genitals,
about mortality. We just think like, what if this guy died? What if this guy got shot in the head?
This is Otis's Big Four, talking about mortality in a morbid way. Slur,
Sports.
yeah. The N word.
No, come on now.
No.
That's in slurs. You're counting it twice.
Okay, I apologize. But yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty much just those two then.
Yeah, there's not much else going on for me.
How come you repeat it so much though?
I don't know. It's comforting.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite for most people around you.
No, I think tons of people like the way I talk. The way I talk
No.
about, say, like, we'll get. I said it.
I could attest no.
On Friday, I said to a coworker, so they said, "All right, come on now, guys. It's Friday. We're gonna do." And I said, "You're right, but before we know it, it'll be Monday, and we'll be back here again, sluggish as ever."
That's awesome.
I know.
That's good.
You should have seen the look on her stupid face.
Were they mad?
Yeah, I mean, it's a woman that she'd be mad at anything.
Oh yeah.
I could go up to her and say, "Here's $100." What, do you think you're better than me, folks?
Yeah, it's annoying.
What, this?
No.
Women, yeah.
Women.
I despise them. Women are just not good. But
Some are good.
some
are
are
bad.
very few.
Just like
very
stuff.
few are good.
Just like all things. Some
Yeah.
are good, some are bad.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that gum?
Yeah, you want some?
Yes. Later. I'll take
All right.
some
Yeah, we got some ice cubes up there.
ice cubes. All right, cool. I've been on a gum kick. I threw away my Zins.
Oh, you'll go back. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Exactly, Mr. Fucking
I
Positivity.
had that conversation with one once. I said to him, he said, I'm done drinking, and I said, oh, you'll go back, and we can't leave this in?
We can leave it in.
I'm not disparaging
I'm
the
gonna send
guy.
you the name.
Oh no, leave him in. He's a good guy.
All right,
We love this guy. Come, all right, get rid of that part. But
what do you want me to get rid of it or not?
Yeah.
Okay,
just the name. Censor the name.
I am. That's what I was gonna do.
And I said, no, he's a good guy. And I said, don't worry, you'll go back. And he goes, I don't need that negativity in my life. Then a couple months later, just got back from vacation, spent the whole thing hammered. It's like, well, I hope I set you down that path, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No, but joke, like, you rib your buddies.
Of course.
But, and in Ethiopia, you see the ribs of your buddies because they don't eat, despite being the chosen people. Look up the story of Jews in Ethiopia thinking they're the chosen people because it's a long thing, but people in Ethiopia think they're the actual chosen people. Like,
what?
Yeah. Well,
they think they're the chosen people.
Don't you think if they were chosen, they would have something like resembling a healthy diet?
Yeah, really.
Woo! I have to remember you used to put quarters in those little Chinese takeout cardboard things and you'd send it for like UNICEF to some kid with a hair lip in a country you couldn't
My
find.
grandma used to do that.
Yeah, well, there you go. Your little quarter. I'm sure that fixed this kid.
She used to donate stuff to people in Africa with
that all just goes to
palates.
CEOs.
Yeah.
They write that off like
well, they would send
lunches.
her pictures sometimes of people with the lips before and then after.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's probably the same kid. The
that's the problem. Yeah.
You think your grandmother was comparing photos? Wait a minute.
Kid
7 and kid 12 look the same.
This is Montonko's lip. This is Kakudo's lip. You know what's funny? She would put them on her fridge. So
That's hideous.
As I would go to school and get ready to get like an orange juice, I'd see these chipmunk-looking black kids with their lips all the way up, and it's like, what the hell is this?
Man, I love Straight Outta Compton too, that film. But I think that I was making a reference to them, to them being the kids. They grew up to become Eazy-E, who died of AIDS. Good for him. Dirty Needles. But yeah, I was also thinking. Now that'd be a good one. But that's one of the few movies actually you couldn't do any different today. They would make it exactly the same. I know it's not that old. The Straight Outta Compton movie.
They couldn't make it different?
No, they wouldn't make it. They'd make it exactly the same today.
Yeah.
It's still like 10 years old, but we talk on the show about movies that like we think, what if it was this?
So you want to do The Hangover?
Oh yeah, we were thinking about, that wasn't even supposed to be the lead-in, but yeah, The Hangover is one we were thinking about. What would it be like if The Hangover were made today?
Alan would be a no-nonsense old Asian woman.
Oh, I like that. Sorry, Alan. But what? All right, I think I actually think Alan would just be like a smart black guy. They would make him like a smart black guy who wore like skin-tight fitted suits and was really fit.
Alan would be that?
Alan, that'd be what they do. And then they'd make Stu Melissa McCarthy. And then they'd make Bradley
Wasn't Melissa McCarthy already in the movies?
in the third one.
Yeah.
But that was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Korean one. Or Thailand. Whatever. You think if they were shooting a movie in Thailand, they said we're going to make them Koreans now, you think they'd reshoot the movie?
Absolutely not.
Alrighty. But, I mean, they could have just reshot Hangover 1 frame for frame, and it would have been Hangover 2.
Yeah.
But I think they would have made Bradley Cooper the whipping boy. He could have played himself, but he would have had to look stupid because he's the white, handsome guy.
Okay, you said Stu would be Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah.
And then Doug would just be like Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, Doug would be a trans person. Doug would be like the trans victim. They neglected her.
Oh my God, Doug, you've been on this roof for 18 hours. You're baked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have this. He opens his bag. It's a severed cock.
Yeah, burnt off. This is what I've always wanted. Now I can go gay marry my wife.
And then Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow would be
COVID patient 0. No, they would make Mr. Chow wouldn't be Asian anymore. I'll tell you that. He'd probably be like
he'd be like a
Kid Rock type.
No, he'd be like a white woman, but not like a
Karen.
No, not even like that. Maybe a Karen, but not even like that. Like a non like Latino ethnic like woman, like a woman from Italy or like from Greece.
Ugh.
Like an Eastern European woman.
Oh. Yeah, you're right, and I wouldn't go see it.
No.
I snuck into The Hangover too. One of the very few movies I R-rated I snuck into as a kid. I was too young to go. And my friend and I sat there. I think the kid's addicted to heroin now.
Really?
I don't care. But we were sitting there watching it, and some usher came in and was like just doing the theater check, and we thought, oh, dude, we're busted. And it's like, in hindsight now, to think of some like 22-year-old guy coming and dragging 14-year-olds out of an R-rated movie. That
happened to me.
Really?
Me and my buddy Steven tried to watch, or me and my buddy Mike tried to watch 30 Rock, and we got kicked out.
30 Rock?
There was a movie about 30 Rock.
It's a TV show.
There was a movie.
A 30 Rock movie?
Yeah.
Was it R?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't even know that.
I think it was 30 Rock R.
I don't think it can. I think it's something else, dude.
I could have sworn.
Was it Entourage?
What was Entourage?
Oh, no, that movie was after. Entourage was a fucking lame-ass
Should
show.
I look it up? Is it gay to look it up?
Yeah, I mean, look it up. Look it up. Jamie, pull that up for us.
30 Rock movie.
Is that the one where Tracy Morgan had that chase scene and he flipped over?
Yeah, the Walmart truck.
Yeah.
hit him.
That's why you should have gone to Target.
Was it not a movie?
No, it definitely was not a movie. It
was some movie.
Yo, boy, you talking about movies and you cut Martin Luther King Jr. Say it too.
It was Tracy Morgan. I know that.
Yuck.
I'm trying to remember what year it was.
Was it First Sunday?
It was
I
like
liked
2012.
that. He was still in movies then?
Who?
Tracy?
Or was it Tina Fey? It was some 30 Rock. I could have sworn it was a 30 Rock.
No, it was probably some Tina Fey R-rated thing.
Let's check.
Was it the one with Alec Baldwin, Steve Martin, and Meryl Streep?
Yes.
Oh, it's called. Let me think of it. I remember I wanted to see it and I didn't get to.
It was an R-rated movie.
I know exactly. I don't remember what it's called, but yes, I know the one you mean. It's I wanted to see it as a kid, then I watched it as an adult, and I thought this sucks.
Yeah, that's how I feel about most movies I see.
Yep, I watch about 5 movies a year, maybe less, and I don't go to the movies. I haven't gone since COVID. I went once, and it was just because.
Which one did you see?
The ex wanted to see Spider-Man: Homecoming. It wasn't bad, or whatever the one is with all of them in it. Homecoming, I think. I don't pay. I'm not a big Marvel guy.
No, I'm not a.
I'm more of a DC guy, but not by much. I see them with friends who like them, but it's not for me.
I can't find it.
Oh, just type in. Hold on. I'm gonna type this. Talk to the people.
Johnny's on the keys.
Oh my God, 2012. Meryl Streep. People who know this movie are gonna be so angry listening to us, and I hope they are. I hope they fucking bottle it. Wait, it's not Tina Fey. Hold on. Oh, it's. Yeah, I know. I need glasses, dude. I'm having a hard time seeing. Meryl Streep.
What are you trying to type?
I really can't even talk. Or not talk, but I can't talk and look at this. I need glasses. It's complicated. In 2009. That's what it is.
I don't think it was that though.
It wasn't that?
No, I know. I just remember getting kicked out.
Oh yeah, 2009. You would have been 10.
It wasn't 2009 though. It was like my grade school, probably 2013.
You were in grade school in 2013?
Yeah.
Grades? You mean like middle school?
You
were like 14.
I went to Catholic school.
Oh yeah, K to 8.
K to 8. Yeah.
Yo, we the K to 8s, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, we ain't even let no dogs in. We ain't no K9.
Yeah, I was always in K to 8. I was never in the elementary school or middle school.
Luke's a K to 8. God, how are we doing on time?
We're like up at an hour.
Oh, I was just asking. We could keep going, but I mean that's a good spot.
All right. Next, we gotta have a guest.
Next, we were thinking about guests. Lakshmi Narayan, Balasubramaniam Jr.
He's still in India.
Yeah, Dunbar, Mac.
I mean, Dunbar.
Right into us. Say who you want to be a guest. Come on now, people. We love it, folks.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Take care.